Welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina. Well, today I have some questions for you. Do you feel drained, exhausted, insecure, or emotionally empty? Are you surrounded by people or maybe lots of friends, but feel lonely inside? Do you feel that you're unsure of what the future holds? Or sometimes you feel that you lack control of your life? Minsan ba naisip mo na you already feel worthless because you can never make your boyfriend or your girlfriend happy? Well, let me tell you, you might be in a relationship with the wrong people. So ngayon, I will help you identify and I will give you the symptoms that you might be in a toxic relationship. And after you know that, sabay-sabay nating alamin what the reason why you feel that way. And hopefully, by knowing all those reasons, it will lead you to find a fulfilling and happy relationship. So today, let's talk about toxic relationships. Siguro sa inyo, you'll be like, whoa, what is that? No, sa atin sa Pilipinas, hindi siya masyadong pinag-uusapan, but it happens so often. It could be a relationship with your friends, your family, your coworker, or maybe your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Nafe-feel mo ba that you are always feel drained, exhausted, or parang wala ka nang ilalabas? You just feel so empty. But this is not on a physical way. It's in your mental state of mind. Like you're like so salat na, like wala na. You know, is it how you always feel? Well, today I'll give you signs that you might be in a toxic relationship. Sign number 1. There's constant anger and drama. So, what does that mean? Okay, think about it. Let's say with your boyfriend, mas madami ba yung time na umiyak ka kaysa masaya ka kasama siya? Or mas marami pa yung araw na nag-aaway kayo kaysa sa araw na okay kayo? Or lagi na lang na you always go back and forth with him. There's always drama. He's always not happy with what you do. Is that how you feel? Then that's the number 1 sign. Sign number 2. You feel like you always give and give and give and give and give and not get anything in return. Hey, remember, relationship is give and take. But if you're in a toxic relationship, it's always about you giving and them taking. Ika nga puro lang sila kabig. You're always giving yourself, but not get anything in return. Well, let me give you an example. For example, you're already in a relationship and here you have a family, you know. Let's say that you've given up your entire life just so that you can accommodate the needs of your family. Hindi ka na nagtrabaho, all you do is take care of your kids. But then you told your husband or your boyfriend that, I want you to spend more time with us and, you know, bawasan yung bisyo or bawasan yung barkada so that I will have time for myself instead of just me only just taking care of the kids. But if this guy is not willing to accommodate with your needs, then that's not balance because it's just him taking from you, but he's not willing to compromise. So that is not healthy. So ang masasabi ko dito is, if you feel that way, that you always give and give and give and not get anything in return, then there will be imbalance in the relationship. Do you feel na ikaw yung laging umiintindi sa pagkukulang nila? But the moment that you're at fault, hindi ka nila iintindihin or you just don't get any understanding from them. That's sign number 2. Sign number 3. They love bomb you. Bomb. Bomba. So what does that mean? Well, love bombing is a sign of emotional manipulation. So when we say emotional manipulation, Ginagamit niya or pinapaikot niya yung emotion mo to get what he wants. Let me give you an example. For example, this guy, one day he's sweet, he's cold to you, masungit siya. He doesn't really care about you. But hey, the next day, he's extra sweet and caring. Then ask yourself why. Why? Because he wants something from you. He's love bombing you to get what he wants. That's sign number 3. Sign number 4. They always blame you for their unhappiness. What does that mean? Ikaw ang laging may kasalanan why they feel frustrated, incomplete, or lahat ng nangyayari sa buhay nila na pangit, sinisisi nila sa'yo. It's always your fault. Why they became late to work, oh, you didn't wake me up, hindi mo ako ginising. They didn't see their friends, oh, it's always your fault. It's always your fault. And they always act like a victim. Okay, let me walk you through this. Naranasan niyo na ba na someone did something to you, he's at fault, but you end up saying sorry? Because why? Because he's always acting like a victim and lagi niyang pinapasa sa'yo yung blame. He's always passing you the blame. If you're in a relationship where you didn't do nothing wrong, but you're always ending up saying sorry, then that's toxic. It's unhealthy. Sign number 5. They don't respect your boundaries. Okay, this is another word that I don't think we usually use this in the Philippines, but let me define you what boundary is. Boundary is rules or set of rules that you will give to the person to let them know what's acceptable and not what's acceptable for you. Kumbaga sa Tagalog is, ano yung mga bagay na hindi mo tanggap or katanggap-tanggap for you? What are you okay and you're not okay with? But with this person, they do not respect your boundaries. Let me give you a simple example. You already told this guy that you don't want him being late whenever you guys see each other because maybe you have other things to do. But this guy keeps on being late and doesn't respect your boundaries. Another reason or another example is, let's say you're in a relationship, let's say a friendly relationship with this person. I guess the very simple way is like, your friend, lagi siya nangungutang ng pera sa'yo. He or she always asks you for money. And then, he never pay it back. So, you thought to yourself, hindi ko na siya papautangan kasi he don't know how to pay me back. So, the next time, or maybe he paid you back, but it took 10 years before he paid you back or she paid you back. So, let's say the next time this person asks you to lend her or him money, you said no. And then what happened is, this person became so angry at you. Galit na galit sa'yo, madamot ka. Like, you're so selfish. Only because you said no to them. That means they are not respecting your boundary. Because with these people, you can never say no. Sabi nga is you're only as good as the last good deed that you do to this person. But as long as, or the moment that you said no to them, you're garbage. Sign number 6. You always feel isolated. I'll give you a minute to think. When was the last time you spent some time with your family and friends? Do you always have to ask permission para payagan ka to see your friends or family? If your answer is yes, then let me tell you, he might be possessive. Hey, don't get me wrong. You might think that, no, he's just being sweet and caring and he always wants to spend time with me. Yes, I get it. But let me tell you this. There's a difference between caring and being clingy. Lahat ng sobra ay masama. Sometimes these people, they want to isolate you because they want to control your life. Especially those abusers. Abusers want to control where the people or kung saan yung karelasyon nila pupunta, because especially if this guy is already physically abusive, he wants to be able to control you and avoid for you na makapagsumbong or to escape. Because obviously, the more you talk to your friends and your family, the more that you will be enlightened, and maybe it will make you feel like, oh, I need to leave this guy. But if he's an abuser, he will control everything that you do, and he will isolate you so that hindi ka makakahingi ng tulong from other people. Sign number 7. There's lack of trust in the relationship. So, they constantly monitor you. Lahat ng gagawin mo, you have to report to this person. And the worst is, he will constantly accuse you of cheating or doing something wrong kahit wala ka namang ginagawa. Another example is, you already lost your sense of privacy. Lahat ng text mo, ng email mo, lahat ng gagawin mo, you need to report to him. You know, you might think it's cute, right? Like, oh, he cares for me and he wants to know what I'm up to. Yes, that could be true, but lahat ng sobra ay masama. If you feel that you have a very little room to breathe, yung tipong nasasakal ka na, and you already lost your life outside the relationship, then that's unhealthy. You might think it's cute, but really, this attitude actually stems from insecurity and wanting to be in control and be possessive in the relationship. That's why he don't trust you. And worse, sometimes nangyayari ito, and I've seen this so many times, that kung sino pa yung laging nang bibintang ng, oh, you're cheating on me, they're actually the one who's cheating on you. They just want to pass the blame. So again, always remember that a relationship without a trust is like a car without a gas. It's not gonna go anywhere. Sign number 8. You feel uncertainty in the relationship. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin nito? Well, this simply means that you don't know where you stand. It feels like you're walking on eggshells. So what does that mean? Well, this means that kailangan mo laging i-adjust yung mood mo sa mood niya. When you feel that, oh, he's not in the mood, you know, he's not being really nice to you, then you feel like, oh, I have to be extra careful with what I say. Kumbaga, lagi kang nag-a-adjust sa kung ano yung pakiramdam niya ngayon. You can never be yourself. Because if you will be yourself, then he didn't like it, and then he will be frustrated and will be angry to you. You feel like you're walking on eggshells. Sign number 9. You change your values or opinions just to please them. Kumbaga, you're a totally different person kapag kasama mo siya. Yung mga dating pinapaniwalaan mo at yung mga values mo ay nag-iba because you're in a relationship with this guy now. Let me give you an example. Kung dati, you value marriage and maybe having kids, but let's say you meet this guy and this guy don't want to have kids or, you know, don't want to get married. Then biglang, oh, I don't want to get married and have kids too. Sinasabi mo yun only to please this guy. But deep inside you, that's not what you believe in. Another example is, this is like the hottest issue right now. Relationship without label. I mean, let's be honest to ourselves. Sino ang may gusto ng relationship na hindi committed? Raise your hands. Probably wala, right? But since now, usong-uso na to, a lot of girls now just play it cool. They're like, oh, it's okay, we don't have label, we're just MU. Pero the moment that this guy stopped talking to you, you feel heartbroken, you feel worthless, you feel insecure. But why did it start in the first place? Because you let the guy do that to you. Because that's what he believes, that dahil yung guy, yun yung paniniwala na, yeah, we'll just hang around or hang out, but we're not gonna have a label. And then just to please this guy, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm fine without a label. You know, we can just play it cool and hang out because you want to please him, and nakalimutan mo na yung mga values na pinapaniwalaan mo. You played along just to please this guy. But the ending is, this guy dumped you, and ngayon, sobrang hurt ka. You will so hurt, you feel insecure, you feel worthless. Because you try to change yourself and your values just to please this guy. So never do that. And last but not the least, sign number 10. There's verbal and physical abuse. Yung tipo na like ka bang minumura, binibelittle. He belittles you, he constantly criticizes you, he judges you, and he always makes you feel insecure. Or in a physical abuse, binubugbog ka, he hurts you. That's a big no-no. That's an obvious sign or red flag that you're in a toxic relationship. Minsan, I think it usually happens, especially sa atin sa Pilipinas, that when you're in a when you're in a relationship and the person is verbally abusive, we just let it pass, right? Pinapabayaan lang natin siya. But hey, let me tell you, if you're with a person that's verbally abusing, sabihin natin hindi ka sinasaktan, he's not hitting you or anything, but he's verbally abusing or abusive, you might think that, I can let it pass, he supports my kids anyways. But what you don't know is it's a very very unhealthy with your mental health. If you're with someone that's very verbally abusive, there might be no scars, right? Walang sugat, walang pasa, walang galos. But hey, let me tell you, the invisible marks that's left to you may last forever. If you're with a person na verbally abusive, without you knowing it, your self-respect is gone, or it gradually diminishes. Paunti-unti-unting nawawala. Your self-respect, your self-worth, and your self-esteem, it constantly diminishes. So I would say that with this one, it's a deal breaker. If you're with someone that's verbally abusive or physically abusive especially, deal breaker, leave, dump this person. It's not good. It's not good for your physical health, and it's not good for your mental health. So that's sign number 10. So these are the 10 signs that you might be in a toxic relationship. So if there's some things there that resonates with you, please let me know on the comments down below. Or meron pa ba kayong mga other ideas or possible signs that you might be in a toxic relationship? Hey, feel free to send it or to share it in the comments down below. And let me tell you this. If you're in a toxic relationship, you don't have to stay. You don't have to stay in a toxic relationship. And you always have the power to leave. And this is not about changing the person. Because if that's what you always think that you can do, yeah, I'm just gonna do what I'll do is I will change him. I want to change him. But let me tell you, it's not about changing the person, but changing the approach in the relationship. Because if you think of changing the person, you might spend your lifetime trying to change someone, pero kung ayaw niya magbago, wala kang magagawa. And since you're in a relationship with this person, you are responsible with the other 50%. Hindi mo pwedeng sa kanya lang isisi, hindi pwedeng sa'yo lang ang sisi. Relationship is always 50-50. So, what's gonna be your 50%? What's gonna be your approach in this toxic relationship? Hindi naman pwede na once you're in a toxic relationship, you just leave them right away. So there are ways, or there are some descartes on how to handle a toxic relationship. And that's gonna be on my next video. So thank you so much for listening and taking time to listen to this video, at maraming salamat. Again, if you have comments, if you have questions, or kung may mga aha moment ka with the things that I said, please comment it down below. And always remember, you're worth it. Hey, you deserve a genuine and happy, fulfilling love. And always remember, your destiny is your decision. It's just a matter of knowing what you want and getting it. So till the next video, part 2 of this video. Bye!